In the mid-'80s, on 2 acres of a worn-out tobacco farm near a crossroads in North Carolina, plantsman Tony Avent endeavored on a mission, driven by his insatiable love of plants. 30-some years later, Juniper Level Botanic Garden is an expansive oasis of plants from around the globe.
We're up to 28 acres now, and that's a lot of plants and a lot of plants to take care of.
There's probably not any public garden in North America that has as good of a plant collection as here.
We started the garden with the idea of just collecting as many plants as we could. We're currently getting close to 30,000 different type of plants. It's a botanic garden that focuses on ex-situ plant conservation. So that means conserving plants, especially rare plants, outside of their natural habitats.
In the wild, where a lot of these plants have come from, you know, the genetic pool is shrinking.
We have to be armed to deal with that. And, you know, one of the most effective places to arm ourselves in protecting biodiversity is exactly what Tony's mission is to do here, which is to collect as much of that biodiversity as we can and share it.
About 5 years ago, we began looking at how we would pass the gardens on, how we would keep this alive. We have gifted the entire property, everything we own, to NC State. We'll have lifetime rights. We've always felt like we were a sister institution to the J.C. Ralston Arboretum. He came the same year I started at NC State, him as a professor, me as a young student. And our missions are very similar. NC State set up an endowment at the university, so we have to be able to fundraise an operational endowment.
That endowment money is reliable money. You know it's coming year after year. Now, certainly part of the garden will be raising money in other ways, such as educational programs, plant sales, and events, and things like that will continue.
We've already started a joint symposium to fundraise, both for the Arboretum and for our endowment. We have a rare plant auction that they administer, and then we ship all the plants. We will be doing more of their propagation here. There's so much opportunity together to really have a synergistic effect from the two institutions. It's quite extraordinary. And by doing so, we will create the largest plant collection in the world between the two institutions. It's pretty cool.
Juniper Level is the end result of a whole lot of effort. They go out and find these plants. They grow these plants. They teach about the plants. They design with the plants. It's a place of peace and quiet, and it's beautiful. This is what the world needs.
We hope people will give to the endowment because they want to preserve the gardens as a place for future generations to come, as a respite, as a place to preserve plant genetics. We have cancer researchers come out here and spend time collecting plants. So every plant here has the potential to solve a human illness. So to preserve those genetics, one of the largest collections in the world, I would hope people would find that important. There's just so many reasons. A garden is something different to every person. It's personal, but it's also looking forward to how do we benefit humankind? And I think we need to always have that at the forefront of our thoughts.
As the effects of climate change continue, our mission of collecting, preserving, and sharing with other plant researchers, botanic collections, and gardeners throughout the world is even more important. By giving to the Endowment Fund, you can do your part to preserve botanic diversity and this beautiful oasis.